Vikings Saints week. I'm going to tell you right now, man, the Saints definitely a op in my book, man. And they should be a op in your book. I mean, I think about the Bounty Gate. I think about us hitting them with the Minnesota Miracle. Then you got Adam Thielen putting a dagger in them, man, and they trying to say, oh, Kyle Rudolph pushed off when we beat them in overtime in the playoff game. I mean, there's just a lot of drama there. And I'm sure there's some stuff in the past that I forgot, right? And you can drop it down in the comments. Just remind everybody how much we really don't like the Saints, man. It's almost like the next team, when you think about the Packers, the Bears, because the Lions, you know, they low bro. We always give them a pass, right? Packers, Bears, Eagles, Saints. I mean, Saints and Eagles, you can kind of swap those two as teams that we don't like personally. I don't like them. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Trey. He a diehard New Orleans fan, but we're going to smack y'all. But let's talk about how we can. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, they're 8th best in points per game. So if they do have a strong point, it is going to be their defense. They're like 4th best in third down defense. So when we're going into a situation with a Joshua Dobbs, and really it's unclear what the game plan is going to be, right? I mean, against the Falcons, it was one of those things, man. He came in, he did his thing. But now that we have a week of prep, we don't really know how the game plan is going to be. I think that was something with the Falcons where, hey, we went in there, hey, we just going to make it work, goddammit. But now we actually have a plan going into this game, and we're going to see some, because believe it or not, man, some guys are better on the whim. Some guys are better on the whim. And when you sit there and you plan, a lot of time it's too much, and then they try to be too good. They don't just free flow to where I feel like Sunday's game against the Falcons, Josh Dobbs went in there and had nothing to lose. You know, a lot of people play better when they just feel like they have nothing to lose. Just go out there, do your thing, especially under the circumstances it was, right? But, okay, so they got a really good defense. One thing I think we can exploit, though, because they allow a ton of yards to the tight end, all right? What's a rookie quarterback's best friend? A tight end, right? But what's also a backup quarterback, if that's what you want to call Joshua Dobbs? I think Josh Dobbs is obviously our starter right now, right? That's clear. You know, Kevin O'Connell made that clear. They're going to ride with the hot hand. We all kind of figured that. But a tight end is definitely going to be his friend too. TJ Hawkinson, I think he's had, 4+ games with 50+ yards. So he's been coming along. You know, our boy T Jizzle's been coming along. He's been making some noise, so we need to definitely use that. I know y'all seen in the last video, when it comes to the run game, they have some decent run defense, but when it comes to that, you feel me, we need Ty Chandler in there. That's how I feel. I'm riding with that. I don't care. Ty Chandler, number 32, should be starting when it comes to Sunday against the Saints, because I think he gives us the best chance as far as getting a running game started. Obviously, Joshua Dobbs has some wheels. We seen what he did. He has some wheels. Now, I'm going to put it like this, man. You got Alvin Kamara that we need to focus on. Rashid Shaheed, or whatever his name is, man. They got them a little gadget player there that, hey, dog got some wheels, so we need to make sure we on him. When you think about Derek Carr, are you really worried about Derek Carr? I mean, you've had people compare Derek Carr to Kirk Cousins and say, oh, is he a top 10 quarterback? Is he, you know, top 15 quarterback? To me, Derek Carr has his games, okay? He'll have his games where when he's on, he looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But when he's off, he's off. We just got to see what type of game he's going to have coming into the bank. Now, I think we can definitely rattle him, shake him up, man. I sat back and thought about our pass rush, right, with Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter still leads the league in sacks. He's doing really good in run defense. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, it feels good right now, the way our defense is playing. And yes, the unfortunate circumstances with our starting quarterback being down, I'm going to tell you right now, man, the guys on that defensive side of the ball still give us hope as Vikings fans that we can go out there and we can really punish a team, because the teams that the Saints have beaten have been teams that they should have beaten, right? Teams that are worse than them. And can we make this 5 in a row? I think we can. You feel me? I think we can make this 5 in a row. I want to see a game plan with Josh Dobbs doing some RPO. I want to see a lot of that. Like, one thing's for sure, and we've beaten this horse to death, is we can't pass as if we would if we had number 8 under center. We just can't do that because the circumstances are different. But what we can do is utilize Josh Dobbs' God-given talent, and that's his wheels. And that's why I think, man, look at the Eagles offense. Look at the damn Ravens offense. I think we need to take a couple pages out their book, if you know what I mean, right? I think that needs to be the deal. All right. I'm looking forward to the Vikings winning their 5th game in a row. And it's crazy that we've already strung together these, because it seems like I'm getting lost in the sauce, not even realizing how good this football team is, especially with the type of way we started at the beginning of the season, going 0-3 and just looking like we were going to sell everything. Then trade deadline comes, Kurt goes down, we bring Josh Dobbs in, we won again last Sunday against the Falcons. Now we're just winning games, and it's like, damn, this team is finding ways to win. I think it's deeper than the players. All right. I think it's deeper than, hey, this player's out this week, this player's in this week. I think it's just the locker room as a whole, man. The coaching staff. Shout out to KOC. Shout out KOC. Shout out, wide receivers coach, special teams coach. Shout out all the coaches, because I think they have these players really believing in something, man. The ingredients, they right, man. We mixing it up in the pot. You hear me? The ingredients are right for this Minnesota Vikings team this year. And some can argue that this team's better than last year's team, man, the way they balling right now. I mean, if you look at it right now, the way they're putting games together and actually winning, it looks like they're better than last year's team. I'm going to just keep it real, right? I'm going to keep it real. Let's talk about our boy JJ real quick. Will JJ be back? All right. Kevin O'Connell said that'd be a little aggressive if he was to be out there this week, but he did return to practice. Now, Kevin O'Connell said something about, just getting them back in the huddle, getting them used to hearing the cadences and all that again. Listen, bro, you ain't got to sell us that. Don't try to sell us that, bro. We talking about Justin Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the damn NFL as far as I'm concerned. All right. It's either his hammy is good or it's not, because there's nothing that he needs to practice. We're not going to talk about practice when it comes to number 18. But you know what? I think we can win this game without him. You feel me? I think we can win this game without him. But I would want to see him play with Josh Dobbs. I'm excited to see how that kind of, meshes together. But, man, the Saints, man. We don't like the Saints. We got to beat the Saints. If there's no game that we got to win, man, we got to beat the Saints this week, man. F this, the Saints go marching one by one. Hoorah. Like, these guys is lame. You hear me? Like, we don't need to let the Saints come in here and beat us on our turf, dog. We got to lay the smack down. This is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to drop your score predictions down in the comments. Let me know what you think the Vikings, how many points the Vikings are going to beat the Saints by, because we definitely smashing them. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to say it's a close game, man. I got 24-21. That's what I predicted the other night on the show. I'm going to ride with that right now, but I will be doing Purple Lottery on Sunday on my community tab, so make sure you're looking out for that. If you guess the score exactly right with the team that's going to win, you will get a $10 cash app. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Skol Vikes. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.